I'm going to ask one to all of the panelists. You guys can feel free to jump in here. As the people are working from home and you're seeing some of these challenges for this extended period, how are you overcoming them other than technology? Have you changed process? Have you changed, administrative methodologies that the businesses are working through? How are you guys evolving your workflow and work habits? Anybody want to take a stab at that one?
I don't know that we've changed our workflows too much. We're doing more with DocuSign. I know that. One of the things a process is, what do you do about the mail? I mean, there is still mail that comes in. There is still service of process that comes in, through the mail.
Correct.
Not too much, but it has to be checked. So we had to work all that out. But as far as changing a lot of processes, no, with the technology that we have today, we really don't have to. The technology we have available is very helpful.
I'm just going to ask you about like the physicality of mail or a paper file. I had spoken to one or two law firms in the last couple of weeks that mentioned something as simple as a drive-through process where, someone can come up, there's a no contact point, the attorney opens his or her trunk and they pick up something and drop off. Have we seen any of that in corporate legal, or is that something that your three organizations have not really had to do?
So our facilities team has been assisting with our mail. If it's addressed to a certain person, then they will make sure it's sent to your home. If it's something that they feel they have to open right away and get scanned to us from the building, there are facility teams members working within the building in shifts. We also have researchers, of course, who still go in. So the essential employees are still allowed to go within the building. As far as paper filing, we've started moving away from paper files. So mostly everything is electronic. I don't think we're using technology less. I believe we're using it a lot more. Now that everyone is working remotely, our IT team has been working around the clock as expected, and we've been given permission to kind of go pick up say if we need our monitor because we don't want to work from our laptop all day. We need those extra large screens. We can pick them up from the dock, just have to set a time so that there aren't too many people and it's a no contact pickup. The company's been great with that.
That's wonderful. That sounds like it's working well for you guys. Sherry, the same at Chick-fil-A, anything different?
Kind of the same two things were the thoughts I was having. Our legal department had been piloting the use of DocuSign for the last couple of years. And so we were moving to an enterprise rollout of it that was scheduled for the end of March. So we accelerated that a little bit to get it open for everyone. One of the issues we still have with that are the documents that require wet signatures. There's some jurisdictions that won't take the DocuSign yet, but we've noticed that changing over the last month or so that some are. So trying to stay on top of that and manage it. And then there's the whole notarization piece too that can throw another wrinkle in. And then the mail, we have the same issue. So our legal operations team, there's 3 of us that are taking a different day to go and retrieve the mail. And for our department, we are scanning and emailing out the documents to folks. And, service of process is an issue. There are some things where we may have to be gathering checks that may come in and getting to the people that, the accounts receivable folks and that kind of thing. So we definitely had to get a process around the mail stood up pretty quickly.
It's interesting because when you think about the business of law has to change, but the core business of what the company does also is evolving. So you're competing against those two things, right? How you function to provide the service to your company and how your company delivers its product or service to the outside world. So it really is a major shift in what you're doing as a company.